Hey guys, Lupe here. We literally just finished the Vanguard Day tourney here at our local shop, Shenanigans Gaming and Esports, and I actually got first place.
Woo!
I had very good games. Final round, I sacked the shit out of Xavier, but I'm very happy with the deck I picked today. Very happy to finally win one of these like champion mats, and now we'll just get into the deck profile. So I ran Chronojet Dragon, very standard ride line, especially since we have to run the ride line. So nothing really to talk about there. We'll just show the G zone just cause. Maybe some people don't know what the G zone looks like. I mean, it's very standard still. You just keep going into Fate Rider until you feel like you can kill him with next stage. And so very simple turns with Stride in terms of what you're going into. Then, just because I love my energy, we'll show the energy. We have 5 Taizo, he's the boy, the goat, 1 Masanori, those, and then thank you my metal cards for making us these sick-ass markers.
Hell yeah.
So that's that. Now we'll actually get into the main deck. Starting with grade 3s, I choose to run extra Chronojet Dragon, just so that we can actually go into next stage, but nothing too special about that. Then I run 1 copy of Caliburn. This used to be the cat, but I took it out because instead of having 20k shield or countercharge, I'd rather have draw 2 or countercharge, plus he goes to soul. And this came up every game but 1, so very nice.
So every game?
Yeah. And then I run 3 copies of the Stride Dragon, just because the Stride Dragons are absolutely goated in their decks. I've seen some people run it at 2, but the amount of times that I have 1 damaged, and I know you can search for it, but I like pitching 2 or maybe all 3 for Stride and then using the festival card to add them back to hand. So I choose to run 3 just so I can draw. Then we'll go into the grade 2s. We run 4 upstream just because he's the boy. Allows us to get more grade 1 so that we can keep drawing or soul charging. Then I choose to run 4 of the Dark Stage Dragon Empire donation. He's really good because he gives us soul and he picks up 5k, so we don't even necessarily have to use his skill. But what's really cool is if you soul charge like a Gungrum, you can counterblast 1, get it out, soul charge another card. Or if you have GG in there, you can CB1, get her out. Or Chrono doesn't have that much board removal, so having the option for board removal is pretty good. Then we run 3 of the goat. This card comes in clutch early game. Honestly, I like having him early more than I like having the donation card. Just because his cost is cheaper, it's just 3 energy and we get to draw. So we run 3. You technically could run 4, but I feel like 3 is safe enough. I usually see 1 to 2 each game. As mentioned, we do run the Clockwise Dragon. I run 4 copies of it because why wouldn't you run 4? This card is goated because the 10k booster or attacker with his first skill and he soul charges 1. The second skill is what's really important because when we pitch our Stride Dragons or anything to Stride, we can Energy Blast 3 to pick it back up. So it's pretty strong. And then we run for Gigi. Not much to say about Gigi. She's just a great drawing engine in the deck. So we start run 4 of her. Then I choose to run 4 copies of Gungrum over Brainwash because I like to always soul charge and draw throughout the whole game. I know you could argue that Brainwash is better because he has extra 5k for each soul charge, which can come in handy, but I personally like always being able to draw at any point in the game, so I run him. Then I run 2 of Steam Breath just so I can find Chronojet, and he's also an alternate way to pay cost of Stride. Nothing too much special to say about him.
Oh, real quick, you know what's funny? I gotta cut this out, but I'm gonna do it. The music right there gives this background track. We also get this video demonetized.
Oh, yeah, I didn't think about that.
Anyways, no, continue.
So this is my PGs, very simple lineup. You could, actually you can't run the other one, so we still run the base Elementaria. Nothing too special.
Yep.
Then we get in triggers.
Now things we should have started with.
Yeah, JC recommends it, but I don't like doing that.
Yeah, I don't like starting with all triggers, but GC really enjoys it.
So starting with, I choose to run the purple OT. You could argue blue, maybe even yellow, but I like running the purple one just so that we can heal back down and add key pieces to hand. And worst case, if we check it early, it's just whatever. Like we don't have to call anything down.
Right.
Nothing too special besides that. Run 3 fronts. The deck draws enough, so I'd rather have more shield and draw triggers, but Depending on what your main deck is, you could feel the need to run draws instead of fronts, but personally I like having big shield. Then for heals, they're just regular heals. You could argue to run one of a counter heal, whichever one you like. It's really meta dependent, but again, the deck draws so much that I feel like I can get away with just running 4 regulars, plus it's more shield for throughout the game. Then we run 8 crit, whatever 8 crit you like. These are just the ones that I like. So that finishes the main deck. Now we'll get into rounds. Round 1 was against Dragon Tree, Keter Dragon Tree. I almost lost, not gonna lie, because I got very greedy because I had a donation card in my hand. So I chose to no guard one of his swings, and he checked a crit, which put us to 2 right away. But he bricked on Vartex his first turn. We could ride Vartex, and so we ended up just getting it because of crest power. And then round 2 was against Dylan. Actually, he was playing Chronojet. We grade 2 game the whole game besides 2 turns, because he finally wrote up. I opened up just the stones. I had a full board throughout the whole game. I always had 5 cards in my hand at least. Where I was eating Dylan's hand, he was checking no defensives, and offense he wasn't checking any heals, so he was just permanently going up in damage. And then he finally wrote up, and then we strode, and he had to eat the first attack and pray for over, and it wasn't, so we got it. Then we faced what is the lyrical deck?
Pacifica.
I never faced it before. Pretty scary, honestly, because they get kind of big and it's very consistent. We pushed her to high damage right away, but she kept drawing into like PGs and just enough shield to keep surviving. And we actually went to max time in time and round, and I barely got it. She had 1 heal left and I had 1 crit, and she had to bank on me not seeing the crit and her seeing the heal. I didn't see the crit, but she also didn't see the heal, so we got it.
She also 6 damage OT the turn before that.
Yes, so it was very, very scary. But we barely got it, and then we faced Xavier final round. He was playing Pache.
Yeah.
And I opened up the complete stones, and then on top of that, I saw a crit on the right on grade 1, so pushed him to 4 right away. And then I still had my full board on turn 2, and so I swung, he guarded, I swung, he guarded. I swung with my Van column, he said if you see crit you get it. I saw crit, he saw no heal, so we killed them when we were healed both on turn 2. But overall the tournament was a lot of fun. Very happy to play Chrono again, very happy to finally get one of these championship mats. And thank y'all so much for watching the video. I will catch y'all in the next one. Bye.